Good evening, everyone. Hi, Laurie. Hi, Tracy. I am Jad. How are we all this evening? Right. Very easy-ish recipe tonight. And there's this. Hi, Tracy. As it says across the bottom, it's a Starbucks inspired or copycat, whatever you want to call it, oat fudge bar. So there you go. So I'm just going to put the link in for Laurie and Tracy. And as I always say, that link is for Laurie and Tracy's benefit only. No.
Oh, yeah.
So that link is just for.
Sorry.
It's all right. What he's talking about is, I said it to him earlier on, rather than have me hob and everything, I says, I've got a glass Pyrex bowl. I'm going to put the condensed milk, the chocolate chips and the butter all in a microwave bowl. I mean, it makes no odds whether, so long as it's melted, so long as it's all mixed together, I can't see there being a problem. So, yeah, that's sort of my...
What linking for him?
Hey?
Is that what linking for him?
I have.
Can't see it.
Well, I have.
Oh, let me refresh it.
Yeah, links there.
Yeah. It's this that don't refresh. Babe, YouTube.
Yeah. Get the stuff nowadays. Hi, Tracy.
Hi, Jeanette.
Hello, laptop.
What?
Laptop.
Since it's like a mat, ain't it? Laura's here as well.
Hello.
We've got the other baking bandit. Hi, Laurie.
Hi. Not feeling good today. I couldn't even get my computer
I
screen.
don't know what's going on.
Oh dear. Seems like we've all been in wars. Tracy was saying that yesterday. Hi, Jason. Long time no see. Tracy was saying like yesterday she didn't feel well, and I said,
Yeah,
for some reason,
doctor put me on a new drug, so I think that's what's doing it.
yeah, I just felt blur. You know what I mean? I felt like I was drained. I'd got no energy. I went to bed, and it's not like me. I mean, 3 hours. I went to bed.
It's upsetting my stomach and stuff. It's supposed to help
No,
me
I
out.
can. I've turned other volume off at other one. It were echoing.
It's supposed to get the blood running better so that I can walk better, but I've just been on it since last night, so I don't know. But I do have my.
Yeah, Johnny says he's going to come down and sort it. Tracy, sorry, Laura.
I do have an appointment to see my surgeon September 28th. I got to wait till. So that's why they put me on a med to try and thin my blood some more, even more.
But I mean, it's like they give medication to sort one thing out, and it makes you know what I mean. It makes you ill.
It does, and I even told him, I said, that's just what I need is more drugs. Like I'm not on enough.
Exactly.
Hi, Johnny.
Yeah, I don't know what it were yesterday, and I says to Chris, I says, I just feel like all energy's drained out on me.
Yeah, kind of. Yeah.
I felt tired, and I just, I says, and about 2 o'clock in the afternoon, I says, it's no good. I says, I'm going to have to go to bed. I says, because I feel right, drained and washed out. You know what I mean?
That's how I felt.
About 2 o'clock, I felt like laying down for a nap, and I'm like, oh, I won't do that, or I'll be late for Jeanette's live.
Hiya, Johnny again.
I just think my fever and change of weather, because before we went away, it was cold and rainy. We got there, it were hot and I mean hot. We were walking around in shorts and t-shirts for a week. Then we comes home here to all this thunder and rain and whatever else. So I just think it's change of weather for me. Because
it could be too, because it's changing here.
Full day in bed, that's it. Not getting up. and that's what I
Well,
needed.
I didn't go that far, Tracy, but yeah, I think it did me a
Well,
lot.
all day, it were like going
Yeah.
to bed early, which I don't do, like 9:30, 10 o'clock at night, sleeping right through till next morning, 10 o'clock.
But yeah, for me, to go to bed and sleep for 3 hours, now that's unheard of.
Oh my.
Even at night time, I don't sort of go that long before I have to go out for a pee, etc. But nearly, about 3 hours. I was
sleep.
on tap for 3 whole hours yesterday.
Wow. I get at least 7 hours.
Oh,
I
it's
go to bed.
tough.
I'm out by 9 o'clock. I'm up 2 or 3 times during the night, but then I get up at 5. So it's like, thanks for a long day.
But yeah, you know what I mean. It's. I mean, to me, sleep is a rare commodity for me.
Oh, I gotta have it.
So I've opted for like on that size.
Yeah, I'm using a glass pan. Yeah.
I were undecided whether, because I've got some like long like tray baked tins, and I thought, nah, I wonder if they're going to be deep enough. So I opted for that one because they are quite deep. Look.
Yeah. Well, it said use a 9x13.
Say hello, Bill.
I have a 9x13 available. Got a baby. Aha.
Plus his clean buddy's ears, so he's moaning about it. We've got one over there, a baby, but he's fast asleep. Yeah, his outfit can't, bless him.
So he's not seen playground yet.
So when you're ready, ladies, let me know, and we'll make a start.
I'm ready when you're ready.
It's all right, I'm putting my other camera on. And best about it, though, right? You know, when I sent that recipe and I sent it to you in cups, I didn't realise when I printed it off. So I've got both recipes in grams and in cups. So yeah, so I've got 2 recipes on go tonight.
Yeah.
So yeah, your oven needs to be on 350, which in gas mark is 4. So yeah, first things first. Hi Tim, how are you?
Hi Tim.
So yeah, first things first. This is 1 cup of butter, or 227 grams.
Seems like a lot.
Well, yeah, but don't forget, there's a lot of flour and a lot of oats.
Right.
But we'll see.
We'll see.
All right. Good night.
So this is
Sorry about that, Jeanette.
Light brown sugar. Say that again, Tracy.
Sorry about that, love. I just seen Farad out, baby's dad.
Oh.
So where have we got to? His sugar and your butter?
Butter. We've just got his butter in things so far.
Okay.
So this is either 220 grams of packed light brown sugar or 1 cup. But this is the thing, right? What I can't understand. It says 1/4 cup of granulated sugar, but in the recipe, it says in a large bowl, cream together the softened brown butter and brown sugar. So I'm assuming this is when you put your 50 grams.
Yeah.
So, but it don't mention out about it in recipe. So I think they've done a cock up there.
So what we're going to do about the 50 grams of sugar? You're putting it in
Well,
with this?
I'm putting that in now, Tracy.
Okay, hon.
Well, I'm assuming it goes in with brown sugar. You know, when we've done it previously, both your sugars go in at the same time.
Yeah.
So yeah, so we'll mix this until light and fluffy. But this is another thing. After that, it says add the egg, but you need 2 eggs.
Right. No, that looks light and fluffy.
So into this, you need 2 large eggs. And a teaspoon of vanilla extract goes in there as well. So now we're going to mix this again. Hey? We have that. Hey? 37? Oh, all right then. As Buddy,
50-ish, Jesus
oh,
Christ.
Gordon Bennett, never used them in a month of Sundays.
Was that boxes or eggs?
This is 250 grams of all-purpose flour, and that is 2 cups. So we're going to pour into this a teaspoon of baking soda. Is that Tucker? Baby.
Huh?
Tucker meowing.
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh, I wish. You don't.
Mind you, when you think about it, Johnny has a cooked breakfast every morning.
Oh my. You can come over here and cook me some.
Time I go down to Butcher's cooking me. Oh, fair enough. Crypto!
Hi, Crypto. How are you?
Hello.
It's all right. You haven't missed chocolate bit yet, Crypto.
Somebody doesn't sound real happy.
Johnny says he's cleaned his ears, so that's probably why he's moaning.
Oh, get out of my ears. How cruel.
Oh dear. So yeah, so this was the flour and the baking soda going in.
Oh, dear. Johnny, Lisa losing.
He's very vocal, isn't he?
That's a dog combo.
That's a what? And this is 216 grams of old-fashioned oat, and that is 2 2/3 of a cup. So that's going in now as well. Now, it's not very specific, this, but it says add in the flour, baking soda, salt, and oats. Mix until the flour mixture disappears. So I'm assuming you mix it with mixer. We'll see.
It's going to be thick.
Yeah.
It'll get all hung up in your mixer. Maybe not. I don't know.
Yeah, I'm sort of just mixing oats in.
Right,
In the
mixer, I think it's quite thick.
But you see, what I've found is some recipes are more specific than others.
Yes, I have also since I started baking with you.
Yeah.
That phone hasn't quit ringing all day. So sick of it.
What's that, Laura?
My phone ringing all day long.
Oh,
dear.
tell me about phone.
Hi, Priya. How are you?
Hi, Bria.
Johnny says he can hear Jeanette, so he probably thinks I'm there. That weren't too bad, actually. Mixing with mixer.
My mixer would never do it. I don't think, and I'm not even going to try because I don't want to be digging it out of the beaters. That is no fun. Easier just to mix it by hand.
Well, same as I said, it don't really matter so long as it's mixed together.
Yeah. I even pulled out gloves because I thought, oh, we're going to have to stick our hands in this, but it's really not bad.
Yeah, I've got some gloves on hand just in case. See, great minds think alike, Laura.
Yeah.
I've got gloves out just in case.
Yeah.
Because you can dare bear, and I said this to Chris, if you want them, you've not got any to hand. But then if you vice versa, if you've got them, then you tend not to need them.
Yeah.
Someone's not an happy chappy, Tracy.
No, I feel like it since we've come back. I don't know.
Eh?
I feel like it since we came back.
I haven't had
food
Marjorie,
and
probably can't help that Johnny's been rooting around in these.
yeah. Oh, buddy, shut up.
Well, the plan is tomorrow, because Biscuit's going in for his operation on Thursday. He's going to have a pamper session tomorrow. is when I say pamper session, I mean he's going to have a bath.
Right, get
Yeah,
out.
we're gonna leave it up to them to do the pampering and the toe chopping and. Hiya, Richard. How are
Hi,
you?
Richard.
So now it says, but this is the thing. It says press about 2/3 of the oat mixture into the bottom of the prepared baking pan. So
How much is
press
2/3?
press it in with a spatula, a spoon.
Or a glove on your hand.
You know what I mean? This is what I'm saying as well, Laurie.
Where does
Although
chocolate chip
it
come into?
looks a nice recipe, the specifics aren't there.
Yeah, they're
When do we
not.
put the chocolate in then?
Not yet.
Not yet. No, that's next bit, Tracy.
Oh,
Oh, that's the thing, baby.
What?
Oh,
What?
I might need me.
Get in there now.
I might need me.
In.
I like how it says crumbled remaining.
I know.
Get in.
Like this is a crumbly mixture.
It's not crumbly.
No.
It's gooey.
We're gonna go. Johnny, come and sort this dog out, please.
I was going to say.
Get in there. You blind little sod. Get in.
All right, we'll see. We'll see what happens when I. I'm not good at gauging whether it's 2/3 or.
Me neither. By no means.
Just lob it in.
Chris, just lob it in. That's his bit of baking advice. Just lob it in.
Yeah. And then have nothing left for on top when you think you got it.
So, yeah.
And then have it all.
Oh,
You don't know if it's thick enough. Tastes good.
you know this dog.
Give up.
One.
Stop it.
see what I mean about great minds, Laurie?
Yes, I do. It's pretty easy with this thing. I'm glad I got it. It's another one of my Temu toys.
Oh, I've got no end of these.
This is the first one I've ever had, and I like it.
It's what I call an essential piece of kit.
Yeah.
Few think that's it. Richard's catching up on everybody. He says, few think that's it. While we sort of, do you fancy the Madeleines next week?
Yes.
Because what I'm thinking, because I was saying, I was thinking I was going to use store-bought lemon curd, but
Which I have some that I ordered through the mail.
But what I'm thinking is, because I think I might make, the recipe that I've got, it's a recipe for you to make your own lemon curd. Right. So I was sort of now shoulda, shunta, shoulda, shunta. You know, I was sort of in one of them. I've got lemons and I've got everything to make it, but the only thing is, you've got to make it. It's got to be in the fridge at least an hour before you make your madeleines. So what I was thinking was, I might make my lemon curd day before. I mean, it's entirely up to you ladies, whether you use shop bought or whatever. But I've never made any lemon curd, so I sort of, well, I've got lemons and everything to make it.
Yeah. I'll probably use what I have. That's why I bought it. So,
rather than sort of go out and, I mean, don't get me wrong, I've got some in cupboard, lemon curd. I've always got things like that in cupboard.
Well, the only reason I have it in the cupboard is because of you, and I want to use it.
But now I know that you've got your Madeleine tins.
Yep.
I can't see why not. Tracy's got hers as well.
Yeah. I think they would be delicious. I'll be dreaming about it.
I might add a little bit of a twist to mine.
Such as? You're not
Well, you know what I was saying? When Joelle came to visit, she bought some proper French madeleines from.
Oh yeah, I remember you saying
a proper Parisian bakery.
Yeah.
And the exactly same thing as what we making, but they'd got meringue bits on top.
Oh yeah.
So
meringue, you mean?
It's like buy some meringues, some of these mini meringues, and just crumble it, and then, because see as well, I was looking at recipe. You know that nozzle I bought you?
Oh yeah.
They're called Bismarck nozzle.
Yeah.
Anyway, that's what you use for your lemon curd.
Yeah, to put it inside.
Yeah, but you've got to, you know when you yeah, you tell me now. I'll tell you. When the madeleines cook, the dome, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
You get like a dome on top. Well, that is where you put your lemon curd in. And obviously you have to do it while the madeleines are still hot, so it soaks into the still warm madeleines.
You guys have your chocolate ready?
Right, that's so cute to go and let me just finish this and then I'll.
Do you think I've said, is that too much to save or just enough?
Oh, I even have more than that left.
I've got that much.
It's like thick. Oh yeah, I've got that much. Presume.
So yeah, so it's still quite a bit.
Let's make sure I've got nothing inside.
Maybe.
Yeah, just
but same as I say, it does say in the recipe. Hey, up crypto. He might be joking about it, but I won't put it past him. Because I hope it don't needs to go in the fridge because there's no room. But never mind, eh?
I'm trying to keep it. Dog's crying and baby's crying. You know, it's like an egg in it. You're just sat there.
No, you've got to do fudge first.
Oh, I've got to melt everything, have I?
Yeah. So it does say this next bit you're supposed to do on the
Pass me a bowl.
I've got to put everything in bowl first and show everybody. Right, so that's your base. So, but this next bit you're supposed to do on the stovetop, but I'm just going to put everything in a microwave Pyrex dish. And Chris is going to melt it in my. Hi, Gordo. How are you? How are you? So this is a full tin of
Mine's gas cooker anyway.
sweetened condensed milk. So that goes in there. This is the fudge part, by the way. So yeah, so that's a whole tin of condensed milk, sweetened.
How you move, dog?
Dog.
I'll triple that down. Oh, that's my thing there. My mask. Can you do it?
What? Where's that one now?
One in that bowl. You know, while you're there, is this what do you call it? Ice cream scoop. I think I'm going to need it to get the rest of this.
I think they're all in.
Yeah. So anyway, to this you want. You must be joking, Tim. She's always got a big spoon. This is 240 grams of semi-sweet chocolate chips, and that is it's the bugger having to look at two recipes. That is 1 1/3 cups, and that's chocolate chips. It's that smaller one that I want.
So have you just got your condensed milk in that bowl and your
condensed milk and your chocolate chips go in there as well. And yeah, Chris is going to microwave mine.
Is it going to still come out right in microwave? Do you think? Yeah.
Hey.
Will it still come out right?
No. It says pour the add the in a saucepan, combine the sweetened condensed milk, chocolate chips, butter, and salt over low heat. Stir continuously until the chocolate chips and butter have melted.
Yeah, see, I did mine on the stove.
This is 2 tablespoons of butter. I've just said to Chris to sort of only do it in 30-second bursts. I'm just going to mix this up so it, baby, you can melt this now if you want. Have you got a spatula to mix it together?
Me?
Yeah, whisk will do.
Yeah, I'm just going to put it into it.
But yeah, just do it on 30-second and just keep stirring it.
Well, it won't.
You what?
I was turning the volume up.
Well, I've just got Chris to get me me thing because it is quite. There's no way you're going to crumble that.
Nope, no way. I'm using my cooking scoop. And then I'm going to flatten it out in my hand.
That's what I've got. I've got my ice cream scoop.
Yeah.
Vaping is for weirdos who walk past a group who look like gangsters but smell like strawberry muffins.
Well, I guess that's going to make me a weirdo because I have to quit smoking, but the doctor said I could vape if I want.
Oh.
Because I can't quit unless I vape. I've done it before.
Yeah. I mean, last time I did...
and I just went to the vape store yesterday and bought all kinds of juice, vape juice, and stuff to prepare myself because my life is in for a major change with this surgery and everything going on. It's got to quit smoking.
Basically, here in UK, they say that they won't do your surgery unless you stop smoking. So,
right.
When I had my last surgery, I stopped.
Yeah.
But obviously, I've gone back to it. So.
I've got a full carton left in my bedroom, and my daughter's going to get me one more, and they'll be gone by the time my surgery or my doctor visit comes up. And then I can say, the day I go in, I can say I quit. Yes, I quit. I just quit yesterday. Oh, that chocolate looks really good. I think my husband might fall for these because they're more like, I mean, it's like a oatmeal cookies with fudge.
Yeah, it's same as I was saying. I tried to explain to people. It's like a flapjack, but with a fudgy flapjack.
Yep.
But yeah, the way you described them, yeah.
Yep. I think he might go for it.
Crypto says, are you teasing the Laurie?
That's all right. I can take it. I can take it.
In your fudge.
That's it. I'm going to have to send Crypto one of those cock socks.
Yeah. I'm going to tease you now, Crypto. So yeah, and that's if you want to make any fudge, that's how you make fudge, basically.
Yeah. Oh, not how I make it. I don't use
condensed milk, whatever chocolate, white chocolate, and a bit of butter. That's it. That's how you make fudge. Crypto says, stop it, Laura, my mouth's getting wet. And Gordo says, stop licking the screen, Crypto. But, oh, pardon me.
I had a blast last week. I'll tell you what, that made my whole week.
Yeah.
So
you know what made me laugh, Laurie? When you messaged me next day and when you said you were telling your husband and nearly shit his pants.
Yeah.
That got me in stitches. And I was laughing and Chris says, what are you laughing at? And I went, Laura's just messaged me and she says, when she was telling her husband about the cock saga, I says, she just says, when I told him, she says, nearly shit his pants.
Oh.
You just leave it on stove until everything's melted together.
Yeah, so long as your chocolate's melted and your butter's melted. Can you see mine?
Yeah.
So there's no lumps in it.
Yeah.
That's mine.
And that's done in microwave. Should be thick. Did you put a whole tin of condensed milk in?
Yep. All condensed milk and chocolate drops and butter.
Yeah. Well, so as I say, look at how thick mine is.
Mine's
Lord,
thick.
it's saying. Yours seems thin Hiya, Joelle.
Yeah, mine's pretty thick.
I mean, look at how thick mine is.
Yeah.
I'll put a full tin of condensed milk in.
240 grams of chocolate chips.
can put a few more bits of chocolate in.
Hi, Joelle.
In them
It should be thick. I mean, mine and Laura's is like more or less same
a bit more chocolate in,
consistency.
because them packets, I just remembered they've only got 100 grams in, haven't they?
Yeah, you want 2 and a bit of them chocolate chips.
I've got some more here.
Yeah, I mean, there's 100 grams in a bag, and I use 2 and a bit bags. So you add a teaspoon of vanilla to this mixture as well. I'm just going to give this one just a mix round to get the vanilla. Oh, I don't know about you, Laura, but it smells absolutely. Oh,
Yes, it does. I'm surprised I can smell it because my allergies are beating my butt.
6 1. Hey! Sorry, my skills are equalised against Wendy's.
Please. Morning. Move. Come on.
so now comes the bit where you spread your chocolate or your fudge on top of the oat mixture. But it does say it has to be in the fridge for the fudge and whatever to, well, not thicken up, but you know what I mean, set. So yeah.
Well, I'm glad you said that because I didn't read that part. I'd have left it sit out on the table.
Is it thickening up, Tracy?
Yeah, I'll put some more chocolate in.
Ended up dipping my bowl in it. But yeah. And I thought, well, you know what below. You know, I have to have a stove top thing, and I thought, well, I'm sure it'll melt just as good in microwave, and yeah, as you can see. The problem with these disposable things, they're not very sturdy.
What's that?
These disposable trays.
Oh, yeah.
So when you're sort of trying to move them around and everything, it's
yeah.
so that's and I can confirm the fudge tastes absolutely, yeah. It's all right. I did it off screen. I licked the spatula. So I'll just wait for Tracy.
Is that thick enough now, Jeanette?
It looks like it, Tracy. It's a lot thicker than it were. So that you just pour on top of your oat mixture.
On your oats mixture.
Yeah.
All of it?
Yeah. So now, like Laurie, I'm just going to put blobs of this oat mixture on top. because I think it's too sticky to crumble.
I'm actually rolling it in my hand and then flattening it out some. Is what I'm doing.
But I would imagine, Laurie, that these balls will spread out.
Yeah.
Don't you?
Yeah.
But yeah, way too sticky to crumble.
Yeah. I'm like, where did that word come from? Crumble, really?
Yeah, my sentiments exactly. We'll see. We'll see how it pans out. I'm putting bits of mine like all over. So we'll see how that works out. Now this goes in your oven. Yeah, that's it. I'll let you blame me, Crypto. So that now goes in the oven for 25 minutes. It doesn't actually say about pouring it in the fridge because it does say remove from the oven and let the bars cool completely in the pan. Once cooled, cut into squares and serve. Hi, Jennifer. How are you?
Hi, Jennifer.
Hi, Jennifer.
So, yeah. So, we're just waiting for Tracy. That goes in oven now for 25 minutes.
We're ready.
Uh-huh.
Get your food ready, lady. Test already.
Yep. So that's in the oven now.
We'll be back in there in a minute once this matches, please.
Oh, you're going to make a coffee.
What a sight.
But yeah, Chase has settled in wonderfully. I think right from day one he settled in, to be honest with you.
Well,
He's like he's always been part of the family. Chris, did you see? Tracy, did you see on Facebook post that Chris had done? He put a picture of Chase and it was sat on end of our bed.
Yeah, watching, reading weather.
Yeah, I will watch it weather.
Weather forecast. See what weather's going to be like.
Yeah, next weather forecaster. Sat there, he was mesmerised by weather. White weather, I don't know. But yeah, that's the same as I says to Chris. He says, "Well, what's interesting about weather?" I says, "Well, ours is not the reason why. You know, he's a baby." Oh, yeah. But yeah, sat mesmerised at television. Weather of all things. I'll have another coffee, baby, please, if you. There's a lot of coffee, if you don't mind.
This spread out as it cooks, then, Jeanette.
I reckon so, because in the
I don't think I've got enough. What do you think?
There's bicarb, and that's what you put in your biscuits.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it will spread out. But you see, in your bottom layer, because you've sort of packed it in, that's not going to go anywhere. But obviously, the top bit, it's probably going to spread.
Right, I'll just leave it like that.
Yeah. I'm sorry, unfortunately, next week, Crypto, we're doing lemon madeleines with lemon curd, so there's no chocolate involved.
Lemon turd?
Hey?
Lemon turd?
Yeah. But instead of buying lemon curd, I'm going to have a crack at making my own, because I've got lemons and everything. So what I'm going to do is, because you make your lemon curd, and then once you've made your lemon curd, you put like cling film over the top of it, so there ain't sort of a skin forming. And it says it's got to be in the fridge for at least an hour. I might make mine day before.
You know what else would be good on top of those? Coconut.
Oh, are you? Coconut madeleine?
Chris don't like coconut.
Oh.
Yeah. You see, when Joelle came and she bought us the Madeleine, this is how come I've got the Madeleine tins and whatnot, because Chris fell in love with these lemon Madeleines. So yeah, but Chris don't like coconut. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to buy some, the like ready-made little meringue nests.
I don't even know what that looks like. I don't even know if we have it here.
Hi, Woody. How are you?
Hello, Woody.
Do you have a name for it, or for the meringue?
I think the mini meringues or something like that. They're like miniature. You know, like when you make an eating mess and you crumble like meringue.
But is it just meringue, or is it a meringue cookie?
No, it's just what they call a meringue nest. You know, like if you make
it. Okay. Yeah. I think I know now. Yeah.
You can buy them already made, can't you?
Yeah, from your supermarket. Well, if I make the lemon curd the day before, you see what it is. That's why you inject your lemon curd into the dome bit, so it soaks up the lemon curd. But then you've got to inject it until it seeps out. So obviously your lemon curd is going to be a little bit sticky, and then that's when you crumble. I mean, by all means, Laurie, you can put coconut on them.
Yeah.
Hi, James.
But I know what you mean by the meringue things now. They come in a little bag. And some of them they're different colors and whatever even.
Yeah, you can get them, but yeah. But you see, hi, John Lad. Chris likes meringues and he don't like coconut, you see. So, we just, what I'll do is I'll crush a couple of these meringue nests up. And then once the lemon curd is injected into the madeleines, I should just sprinkle them on top.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I mean, it's unheard of. For the last 3-4 weeks, I've known what following week, what we're going to make. Which is unheard of for me. But, yeah, I mean, Laurie ordered the Madeleine pans. I bought Tracy some. Because you see the nozzle, the Bismarck or I don't know. Anyway, it's like a long tube, and you fit it into a piping bag, and you sort of inject the lemon curd into the madeleines while they're still warm, so it sort of seeps into the sponge. You know what I mean?
You can get in your bed. Yeah.
But
Are we making cupcakes for Halloween? I bought these to go around my paper cups.
ooh,
And I got bats.
I've got some proper Halloween.
Little bats
Yeah.
with toothpicks.
I've
Just
still
stick in
got, I think they're in my drawers from last year. They're like little bats and little googly eyes and everything. I tell you what, I have thought to Ed, and this is something that we've never made, Halloween bark.
Yeah.
So it's just a thought, but I hadn't sort of thought that far ahead yet. But yeah,
I just thought these were so cute. I was like, oh, I got to get those. That's a cute thing, and so are the bats.
yeah.
So they go with the toothpick on top.
You see, I've got the ones I've got are like what you put on your as decorations, like the googly eyes and
yeah. Come on.
Crypto likes your bats. But yeah, I think mine's in my drawer somewhere. They're in the container from last year, because the year before I was struggling to get the googly eyes, so I sort of overcompensated last year.
I have some now. I made sure.
Yeah. So I've got like a container, and it's got bats and googly eyes in.
I'm like, I'm going to get ahead of the game and be ready for Jeanette this year.
But yeah, I don't know how it come about, but it come up in, you know, in one of either on Facebook or on my Google, this Halloween bark. And if anybody don't know what bark is, I mean, it's an American thing. Blame Laura for that. But yeah, it's like a candy. And basically when you after you've made it, you like break it up into little pieces. So yeah, and I thought, well, we've never done anything like that. You know what I mean? But you know, obviously, if people know me, know that sort of I probably do 2 or 3 weeks previous to Halloween, like Halloween baking. But actually, oh dear. But yeah, countdown's on half a biscuit, and I sat there. You know, my stomach's been that could have been what was wrong with me yesterday, because I know it's it's getting closer and closer. Yeah, my stomach's been churning, knowing that he's going in for this operation. I says to her, I sat there talking to him today, and I says, well, think of it this way, Biscuit. I says, you'll be handsome once you've had that removed. I mean, I've always been handsome, but yeah.
Oh my.
Sort of reassuring him. I mean, I know he's only a dog, but yeah. I mean, if he don't know any.
And they're not only dogs; they're family. They're our kids.
Yeah, I think I'm most nervous one. You know, when even our Callum said this morning. He says, "Oh, only another 48 hours to go, Biscuit."
Yeah.
I'm just laughing at what Richard's. Gordo said, Ronnie is sat here scratching his bits. I asked him to play dead, not dad. And Richard said, when you live alone, that you do that every day. But yeah, I think I'm more nervous than anybody. You know, it's just the fact that they're going to be pouring him money out under anaesthetic. They're going to remove this thing off his eye. But like they did say, worst case scenario, he might lose his eye.
Well, let's hope not.
But yeah, but it's like when we go in for an operation, they always go to worst case scenario, don't they?
Right, right.
You know, so if the worst happens, you know, you've
Yeah, that's what they're trying to tell me about my legs, and I'm really worried about it. I'm scared to death.
Get over there.
Hi, Optimus.
Move.
Don't worry.
Optimus. My husband's treating me like I'm a queen, like I'm going to die tomorrow or
Yeah,
something.
we've got the bakes in the oven at the moment, but yeah, I mean it's a natural human reaction. Even I mean, yeah, I love peanut brittle.
What temperature did you have your cooker on?
It says 350. Hey, have you got an air fryer?
I do.
Yeah.
I've got a air fryer recipe for white chocolate blondies.
Huh.
For air fryer. You see, that's one thing I've never done in air fryer. I've never baked in air fryer.
Yeah, I was thinking about making some wings in mine maybe tomorrow. I'm kind of craving wings, and I'm like, I don't want to deep fry them, so maybe I'll try them in my air fryer.
But yeah, I know Tracy's got one. I've got one. I've got one of them with shelves in.
Yeah.
Massive ones. But that's one thing I've never tried, and it says air fryer white chocolate blondies or something they're called. So I mean, after we've done Madeline's, I mean, we could try that because I've never baked using the air fryer before.
Yeah.
Air fryer.
Yeah.
Yeah, they say you can bake anything in an air fryer.
Didn't I?
Oh, that one.
Yeah. Yeah. It's all right. I sent it to Chris. And I says basically, and it's, I mean, I bet not crypto, I bet Amjad's, it's James Patisserie because he's got a cookbook. But yeah, you don't very often go wrong with James Patisserie. And it's one of her recipes. And I thought, honestly, Optimus, I'm not just saying this, but honestly, I mean, I don't know whether Tracy or Laurie would agree with me. They're absolutely the bomb. Air fryers are.
Oh, I like mine. I've used it several times, but I didn't use it for baking.
I've never used mine for baking, and that's what when I saw that recipe, I thought, yeah, that's something. And that's what made me ask you if you got an air fryer, Laurie.
Yeah. Yeah, it'd be kind of fun. Kind of fun to experiment with it.
But yeah, and I thought, I sent Chris the recipe, and I said, "What do you think?" He says, "Well, you can give it a try." You know what I mean? And I says, "Well, it gives you temperatures and how long to, you know, on air fryer mode. Yeah, you know what I mean. But you think about it, it's just as good as putting it in oven.
Yeah.
So that's something maybe week after next we could experiment. And yeah, I've not baked in my air fryer.
Yeah.
You've not baked in your air fryer.
Yeah, Optimus.
See what I did, Optimus. When we first had an air fryer, we just bought a small one.
Yeah.
You know, just to see yay or nay, if you know what I mean.
Right.
Chris, honestly, he does all cooking. And he couldn't rave about it enough, right?
Yeah.
So I says, well, in that case, we'll order a bigger one, and it's like a 10-litre one. You know, I bought it's Tower, I think, 10 in 1 or something. It's even got like a thing where you can rotisserie, you know, like
mine's not that big.
Yeah. You see that behind Tracy? That's her air fryer. It's got like 2 compartments.
I think that's kind of what mine is like. I think. Pretty heavy. Well, here comes my extension cord, but There's mine.
Oh, yeah. That's similar to the first one that we bought.
Yeah, that's big enough for me.
But I mean, there's only you and your husband, isn't there? You know, like there's three of us. So
mostly
the one that we bought was a cheap version from, even though it was Tower, it was a cheap version bought from Asda.
Yeah, my daughter got me this for Christmas last year. And when I started using it, I love to do tater tots and French fries and heat stuff up in it because it does crisp it up. So yeah, I like it. And I know you can do.
Yeah, the thing is, Optimus, we bought a smaller version because we thought, well, if they crap, we hadn't lost a deal. If you know what I mean.
What's a hair cryer?
And yeah, once Chris tried the smaller version, and he were raving about it. I says, well, I've seen one on Amazon, and it's like 10 in 1. It's got three shelves, and in the middle, it's got like a thing that you know, like you can rotisserie a chicken and things like that. It's like a long metal thing, but it's got 2 things at end.
Yeah.
So yeah, we are tough now. The only thing is, when I order, you know, like, because I have me shopping delivered, I order an extra large chicken, but too big to go one. You know what I mean? So that has to go in. Yeah, that has to go in. But I tell you something, Optimus, they've come down a lot in price. Oh, honestly, Jennifer, he's fast asleep down there. Fast asleep. Away with fairies. Yeah, he's settled in right good and proper. But the thing is, Richard said he stroked toilet out before his air fryer. But yeah, yeah, it's like he's always been here. But this is the thing, Tucker comes in, and as soon as Chase sees Tucker coming, he dives over there. It's like Chase is trying to, you know, it's like a standoff at OK Corral.
Yeah.
And Tucker hisses at Chase because he's trying to show his dominance, that I'm older than you, can't have here before you, sort of thing. But Chase, no, not a flinch at all.
Oh, Optimus, I still use my slow cooker. I do baked beans in it and chili.
I still use on. You know, when we have roast beef, I love pouring it in slow cooker, pouring it on for hours, and then when you take it out, it's all like coming apart.
I like to do my roast in the oven because in the slow cooker, it seems to me like the roast gets gummy.
But I don't do pork in it because we pork being like that bit.
Yeah, I don't do pork.
So and
actually, I do pork, but I don't do beef in it. I love pork cooked in there.
Another thing, Chris absolutely loves stew and dumplings done in slow cooker.
Yeah.
We buy like diced beef.
Yeah.
You know, So I took diced beef in, water, and some gravy granules. Put it on for about 3-4 hours, and then I had all manner of vegetables. You know, swede, parsnip, potatoes, everything.
Carrots, cabbage. Oh.
Yeah, everything.
Oh man, I'm starving now.
But then sort of once it gets to tea time, I make me dumplings, roll them up, and just chuck them in. Yeah. Now Callum's not fussed about dumplings.
Yeah, and they're so good. I love them. Oh my gosh, I love the dumplings.
But yeah, Chris reckons that's the best part about it. Stew is dumplings.
Yeah, absolutely. It's good if you make like a homemade chicken noodle soup in there with the wide noodles and put dumplings in there. I have thought about making rice pudding in, but I'm not that brave yet.
Yeah. But yeah, Chris absolutely loves stew and dumplings.
I'm supposed to know if it's done or not.
It's the old-fashioned, you know, English winter warmer. You know what I mean? It's stew and dumplings.
Yeah.
Well, mine's still got just under 3 minutes, Laurie.
Mine's done. It's done.
But yeah, you can't beat it on a cold winter evening. Stew and dumplings.
Yeah.
I tell you, Optimus, there's not a lot that I don't have. Just ask Laurie or Tracy, they know. It's not a lot that I haven't got. I tell you one thing Chris has got that he swears by, and it's called a ridge monkey. I don't know whether anybody's heard of it, but it's like it's actually classed as a sandwich toaster, and it's like a square pan. Ooh, look at that. Yeah. So this ridge monkey is actually classed as a sandwich toaster, but it's square and it's got 2 halves to it. And he swears all he has to do, like when he makes like fries things, he just gives it a spray of that you know, that bacon release spray that I've got. Just gives it a spray of that, and I've also got some like spray oil as well.
Mm-hmm.
Some lovely, honest to God. that sounds wrong on all
You want some crypto? There you go. Take a bite.
Richard says he's got a nice piece of battered cod to chuck in mine shortly. I hope you mean in your air fryer.
This stuff smells so good, I could eat it right now while it's hot.
Optimus says he's got one of those ridge monkeys. But you see, Chris originally bought it for his like car camping. Mine's got 30 seconds. But I mean, it even comes with like spoons and everything in you know.
I bought this so we could make sandwiches over the grill or pizza sandwiches.
Ooh.
I thought, oh yes, I just got to figure out how to use it.
You just chuck your bread and everything in it. Shut it, Laurie, and put it on.
There you go.
Yeah, but I need something to put in the other end to hold it so that I don't get burnt, you know. That's the only thing.
Like looks at things, you just put your sandwich in, whack it on your grill, and yeah.
Yeah. So I've always wanted.
I have a slow cooker that you need a degree to use. Well, on mine, there's only sort of like low, medium, and high.
Yay!
That's it. It's all right, he's watching football.
I thought I was saying
Salford leads his penalties is 8-8 and on penalties.
And
these are just this one, so Salford score this next one. Salford don't lead that.
Wait, what of? What is it?
The EFL Cup. Or League Cup.
Okay. Kind of wish I would have.
It's slow cooker, Richard. Yeah, you know what I mean. Air fryer is more complicated than a slow cooker. You know, you've got to eat in low, medium, and high.
Mine is all digital, and it's like trying to figure it out is crazy. I have to go right to the book all the time.
It's missed it. Oh,
it's all right. He's watching football, Optimus.
Came off his line.
And it's Salford.
I wish I'd have left a little more for on top, so it would have been closer together. So if I make them again,
see, what I did, I used my cookie. Charming, Chris. He's the multitasking Johnny. So, you know, it's a rare commodity in a man for him to be able to multitask. But Chris has got it down to it. It's done, by the way, baby. It's done.
Oh, hang on, there's just penalty. Screw this.
I didn't let mine bake so that it got real dark, like in the picture.
Yeah,
I think she actually burnt hers.
Hey.
I put
Good.
mine on the cars, so I'll just check. Mine's still going.
Yeah, you can do anything in it, Amjad. Basically, anything you can do in air fryer. What?
Anything at all.
Yeah, anything.
Meat, bake. I did make biscuits in mine one time.
Yeah, you see, this is what made me mention about these air fryer blondies, because that's something I've never done in our air fryer. I've never baked.
Well, once you've done this one, why don't you start doing more in air fryer? Do an air fryer.
But anyway,
series.
we're making Madeline's next week, and then we might. Johnny says, "You asked Chris, no scooter for you, you meanie." They're right, Johnny, leads us out.
Well, you know
Beaten by Salford.
Leeds United, mate. Don't worry about getting knocked out by Lincoln City tomorrow night.
But anyway, so when I seen that, the air fryer recipe for these blondies, I thought, I'll ask Laurie, because I know Tracy's got one, and I thought I'll ask Laurie if she's got one.
Yep. There's not much I don't have. Except the dishwasher. I don't want a damn dishwasher. I don't ever
Me,
want
I've got room for a dishwasher. Yeah, you're looking at a dishwasher.
I had one. There was one in this house when we bought this house, and the lady said she'd leave it for me. We sold it. I didn't want it. I just had. I mean, the few dishes that I do for me and him.
No, that's done. That's done.
Is it?
It's no reason.
You've got to let that. Yeah, you've got to
turn it off. Then?
Yeah, you've got to let the. That's fudge underneath it. He says it's still a bit wobbly. I says that's cooked. Okay, see?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
See, I'm glad I sort of broke it up a little bit, because mine's like Laurie. You don't.
Well, the more it looks like cookies, the better. Then I get hubby to eat it.
Yeah.
And that's what I was thinking about when I made it. And when I tell him it's all oatmeal cookie on the bottom, I don't think it'll be a problem. He's so picky. I have to watch how I do everything.
Yeah, once it's cooled down and everything, and fudge is set, you should just be able to, slice it up.
Yep. Can you leave it out after you cut it? I mean, do you have to keep it?
Yeah, it don't say it's got to be in fridge. It just says, remove from the oven and let the bath cool completely in the pan. Once cooled, cut into squares and serve.
Wow. Yeah, because mine's going to take a while because it's in glass. And I think if I go to pull it out, it'll fall apart. So this is going to be hot.
I mean, the saving grace with it is that you've got a layer underneath, and you've got your fudge, and then, Yeah. But... it
smells so good.
Well,
yeah, I do often wish we'd got smell-o-vision, because
I know
guys do not appreciate it. They look good, but boy, do they smell great.
Yeah. Yeah, that's my husband misses out on that too, because he's never here.
Joel says yes. You've got to let them cool down first, Joel.
yes.
Yes, serve.
Oh,
but yeah, you sort of got to let it sort of.
It's going to be a few hours, Joel. Come back then.
Richard says Tupperware on its way to Sheffield. Come and see us, Richard. Then you can taste it firsthand.
That's about before it gets here.
But yeah, there's an easier part. Just jump in your car. I mean, you're off for 10 days, so what's stopping you?
Yeah, there you go. Stop here in Erie too while you're at it. You know, I'm always home.
Where
Live right down by the lake. You can take a boat out, play around on the lake.
Yeah, I think it'd be a bit more expensive to get to you, Laurie, than it would to me.
Oh, I'm sure.
Honestly, Optimus, I sometimes wish somebody had invented, smell-o-vision, because Laurie will agree with me that they smell gorgeous.
Yes. And I can still smell it even with my allergies. And I'm surprised because I'm a little stuffed up today. So, but I can smell it.
It's just, I don't know about anybody else, but it's just that aroma of baking.
It makes it feel at home, doesn't it?
I tell you what else I've downloaded. But I mean, this probably might not. It's like an old school pudding that we used to have. Chocolate sponge with chocolate custard.
Oh, wow, that sounds good. That sounds good.
You know when we make the half coconut, I make the half coconut and the half like flay it. That were an old school recipe. Now this chocolate one, it's same.
Oh, that sounds awesome.
Yeah, and it's basically just a chocolate sponge, and then you make custard. You can make instant custard, but add a little bit of cocoa powder into the mix.
Oh, that sounds awesome.
So you see, I'm delighting you with all these recipes.
Yeah, I'm ready. Let's go. Let's do it.
Your husband will be leaving you soon, Laurie, to come live with us.
I know. Okay, no wonder you can't walk. That's what he's saying. But no, he's being really careful. He's being really careful. He went to a fair on Thursday last week, and he held my hand and walked me through the whole thing. We walked. I can't.
But yeah,
Stop being in pain.
That's part of the journey. You know, it's like when Chris had his cataracts done. I kept saying, ring me, message me, blah, blah, blah. You know what I mean? Because I couldn't go with him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I couldn't be there with him, so I kept saying, ring me. So he actually went live just before he went in to have these cataracts done. You know what I mean? And I says, you know, as soon as you come out, I says, ring me. Because, I mean, when
he told me the other day, he told me he liked my long hair. That is the first time in the 4 years I've been growing it that he said, I like your long hair. I said, wow, really? Because I seriously was thinking about getting it cut. And now he likes it, so I guess I'll keep letting it grow. But it's just so funny.
I have no say in mine, because I says to him, he loves long hair.
Yeah, he's just.
And I said to him one day, I says, it's going on my nerves. I can't do anything with it. And he says, it's up to you. He says, if you want to have it cut, you have it cut.
Yeah. He's just being nice right now because he knows I'm going to have surgery and he will be there with me. But after it's all said and done, if he treats me like shit, boy, is he in for hell.
Right, I'm going to put link in if anybody else wants to come up on the panel.
And they said I'm going to be in bed for about a week. And I said,
treat them keen. Is it? I don't know whether that's it or not. I don't know. Treat them mean, keep them keen. Okie dokie then, Amjad. It'd be a welcome distraction, Amjad, because the biscuit's going in for his operation Thursday.
Yeah, that's what you need. Someone to keep your mind busy. Is that going to be an overnighter?
Oh, look at that. Ooh. Oh, Tracy's is spread out more than what ours has.
Yeah, she probably kept a little more for the top than we did.
No, because what I didn't know what you two were doing, rolling it up, because I didn't have no gloves, so I just spreaded what I could a little bit on it.
Yeah. See, I used it because it was like a bit sticky.
You think it's cooked then?
I reckon so, yeah. It looks it to me.
Don't touch it. It looks really hot.
Yeah, it looks perfect, Tracy.
Get Johnny to taste test it now then.
Well, we wouldn't know.
Oh dear.
Sorry, Johnny.
Oh yeah. Oh.
Bash my elbow.
Well, we're going to sit and eat these all night long. What are you guys going to do?
I'm going to put this over here. So that's it close up.
Very nice.
Yeah.
You're supposed to be wobbly then.
Chris said that exact same thing to me.
What?
But if you think about it, you thickens your fudge up, you spread it on top of your base, and then you've cooked it, so it's obviously thinned it, and that's hence the wobble. It'll be all right. Believe you me, Tracy. Once you've let it cool down, fudge will set again.
Where's my drink? I'm just going to leave it there to cool a minute.
I hope you're not proposing again.
Well, you divorced me.
Don't. Hey, up. Be careful. Oh,
nearly.
What was that?
Careful what you wish for, because they were down on one knee going pots and whatever down here. And I says, what you doing proposing? He went, will you divorce me? And I says, be careful what you wish for.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, it will set when it's cool, Optimus. It's the fact that you've made your fudge. It's a thick mixture. You've put it on the base, but then you've cooked it. So obviously it's made the fudge a bit runny again. But once it's cooled down, it'll be set and whatnot. You know what I mean? But so we're going for Madeline's next week, then, are we?
Yeah. If you want.
Okay, then, Tim. No worries. I know what it's like not to. I felt shocking yesterday. It was just like somebody had sucked the life out of me. I don't know.
Yeah, I can't go unless they have a scooter there. I can't go. If there's none available, I have to wait because I can't walk through the store. So I have to go early in the morning because usually if you go early, like around 8-ish.
We see when we go to like what you call Walmart or Asda, I always have one of them scooters because I couldn't make it around.
I have to now. But once all is said and done, I'm hoping I'm back to my good old self. And they said I will feel no pain, hopefully. They said there's never a guarantee, but they say most times with this surgery that the pain will be gone right away. So I'm praying for that because I have been in pain for 3 years. Never knew what was wrong. They said it was RLS. Well, I have RLS anyway, but this here is in the calves, my 2 calves. And when I start walking, I get like, I can't walk more than a minute without it like cramps.
Yeah, I know what you mean. Yeah, I know what you mean.
I had that worry before I had my back operation, so I had a trapped nerve.
Yeah.
In my spine.
I'm not looking forward to it, but I'll tell you, if I feel better afterwards, oh, please.
Yeah, it'll all be worth it.
Yeah.
You will, Laurie, you will.
Yeah. So.
Feel tons better.
I'm nervous because
We'll pray for you, Laurie.
Hopefully it all goes well. I've just, this surgery business I don't like, but oh well.
Well, I don't think anybody likes going for surgery, do they?
Yeah. Well, I asked the doctor if he would sign paperwork for me to get my own scooter, and he said no. I said, what? I said, I can hardly walk. And he says, you're going to get your legs taken care of. He says, and he set me up for testing and everything, which I went for. And it's worse than we all thought it was. But he says, you're too young to have a scooter. He says, you're not going to get one right now. He says, ask me a few years down the road.
You see, we wouldn't be able to get one on. We've had to buy mine.
Yeah, well, we can get it on Medicare, but the doctor has to okay it, and he won't because he doesn't want me using one. He says, you're too young to have one. He says, I have one sitting out on my deck that I bought off of someone that was almost like new, and I haven't used it because I refused to quit walking. So
this is how I got mine, you see. Somebody were advertising it on Facebook Marketplace, and it were her husband's, and he sadly passed away.
that's
So we
right
went,
here
and
with
it's
me.
sort of like just a crossroad. It's not far away. And the thing is, I rode it home.
Right. Same thing here, Jeanette. Same thing happened.
But while we were there, she got it like in a lean-to shed. And she got one of these walkers that you can sit down on. And she also got a wheelchair. So I says to her, I says, well, how much extra do you want for a wheelchair? So she says, well, I don't know how much they're going for. So she says, you know, make me an offer. So I says, 40 quid.
Yeah.
She says, yeah, that's fine. So I've got a wheelchair.
Excuse me 1 minute.
And I says, well, it's no good me taking walker because the fact is, I can't walk very far. But that, well, like me, I were exactly the same. I'm going to keep walking. That's why I got walking sticks. But at some point, you have to admit defeat.
All right. So I'll see you.
You know what I mean? You have to admit defeat.
You what? Yeah.
It's not very often I use my wheelchair. I mean, we took it on holiday with us, but when we went to Pets at Home other day, I took my walker with me. But halfway round, and I says to Chris, I says, I can't go any further. I says,
sorry, that was hubby.
My back's killing me, my knees is killing me. So he gave me car keys and he says, you're going to get in car. He says, no, you know, because we were ready to check out anyway. But yeah, I'm like you, Laura. I was adamant that I weren't going to give in to it. But there's certain times when you know your limits. It's like me. And I used my walker when we went in that Pets at Home other day when we were going chasing stuff.
Yeah.
And we sort of, I'd managed to go as far as I could, if you know what I mean. And it was, you know, Chris says, well, he says, I'll give you car keys. He says, you're going to get in car. But outside Pets at Home, they were like a bench. So I thought, I'll sit here and wait for him. I'll get a bit of fresh air because it's not very often I go out. So that's what I did. I sat on bench till Chris came out.
It's better than standing up in it at cash.
Yeah, and that's, you see, you know, when we've gone either Asda or Home Bargains or things like that, he's gave me car keys and more or less we've parked outside.
Yeah. Well, I have a handicap placard, so I can park right up close to the store. My husband also has one because he's got bad knees. And
okay, then
that's a big help.
But you see, the thing is, same as Crystal said, he says you did a grand job when we went to Pets at Home because I don't go out hardly.
Yeah.
That fact that I can't walk very far.
Right. That's me. I can't walk more than a minute. If I do, I'm in so much pain. I'm done. I'm totally done. I mean, I could just fall right over, you know.
But yeah, I know what you're saying, Laura, because I'm exactly the same. And I says to Chris, I says, I you know, I'm done. My back's hurting me, my knees is hurting me, everything were hurting me. So he says, oh well, you've done well to, you know, to get this far. Yeah. You know, not normally we'd you know, I'd be in wheelchair or whatever, you know what I mean? But I was determined I was going to get round.
Well, my husband told me he'd do the laundry this morning because I'm worried about doing the stairs, you know, because our chair broke and we need to get someone in to fix it. But we have one of those stairs that takes you down in the basement and brings you back up. And it broke and it just quit working. I don't know what happened to it, but he says, I'll do it if you want. And I said, no. I said, I refuse to quit. So I went down this morning and I did the laundry, got it in and everything, but it was hard getting back up. And hard to go outside and hard getting back up again with the clothes.
Yeah, we're stubborn old biddies, aren't we?
But I don't quit. He works hard enough. I'm not going to make him do that.
I know what you're saying. Yeah, I know what you're saying.
Yeah.
But
it'll all be better in another month or two. I hope it don't take too much.
She'll be running up and down them stairs.
I'm hoping. I'm hoping. Well, if that's the case, I won't need that chair fixed. That's what I told my husband. I said, if they fix me, I don't need that damn chair. I'm not going to ride that chair if I don't need it. I never have. But when I started using it is when it quit working. When my legs got bad enough and I started using it, it quit working. And, because my dad used it when he lived here. So I guess he wore it out. But it wouldn't go out.
I'll tell you something. Ivy next door, she's had one of them stair lifts fitted. But walls aren't all that thick. But you can hear when she's using the stair lift, and all you can hear is like a humming noise.
Oh my!
So it's either going up or going down. I don't mind. I don't mind. Because it's helpful to her. Because she had it's a lot like a long saga. She fell, she broke her hip. Then when she was in hospital, she got COVID.
Oh God!
And then she got over COVID and caught pneumonia. So then she come back home. Oh no, she went to what they've done here in Sheffield is they've converted some care homes that have closed down into like mini hospitals, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Certain things. Yeah. And it's like can I put it? They sent her to this, they call it a unit.
It's like a rehab thing type.
The unit, it's called a unit.
Yeah.
So they sent her to this unit so she wasn't blocking the beds in the hospital. Because she sort of got over COVID, her hip were okay. So they sent her to this unit, same as you said, for rehabilitation, physiotherapy and everything like that. But she begged her daughters to let her come home because she says, well, it's a care home. And her daughters kept saying, it's not a care home.
It kind of is, though, really.
It used to be a care home, she says, but the care home closed down, and the NHS or the NHS Trust have bought this as a unit where people can go for rehabilitation, like you that's broke your hip or, injuries like that. So where they can get rehabilitation, where they can get physiotherapy, so they're not blocking a bed for the next patient.
Right.
Yeah. She disowned her daughter. Honestly. But because her daughter come round and she says, well, my mum's disowned me. She says, but I don't care. I'm still going to see her. Because she thought they'd put her in a care home, you see. But it used to be a care home, but it ain't now.
It still has that aura.
But she probably knew it when it was a care home, if you know what I mean. Because I think she's sort of getting on for 80, you know what I mean? She's getting on a bit. But she probably remembered it as a care home. And she says to her daughter, she says, I'll never forgive you putting me in this care home. And she says, Mum, it's not a care home.
You don't need this.
No.
I just wanted to.
Yeah. It's like rehabilitation unit. She says the NHS, which is our National Health Service, has bought the property, so people such as you that's had falls and everything get back on the feet. Oh God, we had her heart attack. Anyway, she were only out of hospital about 9 days and she was back in again.
Jeez.
So since last Christmas, I'd say she's been back in hospital 3 times.
Wow.
So, but she's a lot better now. A lot better than she were.
Hi. Are you saying hi? You're not even that.
I'm shy.
She always wants me to pick her up when I'm on the computer. Her and the boy too.
Look at her. What's her name?
Fast asleep down there.
Sadie.
Yeah, go to bed.
Sadie.
Sadie.
Oh, that's a nice name. Sadie.
Her daddy named her Sadie, and I named the boy Dash because he's so damn fast. So I said, that's a Dash for you. I says, I'm naming him
I
Dash.
says to Chris, I says, I wonder if that's why they call Little and Chase. He's
Yeah,
a bit
he's
nifty.
chasing it around.
He's a bit nifty on his feet.
Oh, look.
He says, "What you doing, Dad? You woke me up just for that."
Aww. You want your turn? Come here.
Oh, look at her.
Don't
Oh,
give me that
him.
look.
Him.
This is my boy. Dash. He's my baby.
Oh.
My husband says, you're our firstborn.
When I went to sleep, he says there was no table in the middle of the living room.
Whistle, goodies chase.
You waving? You waving?
But yeah.
I don't know what I'd do without these animals, I'm telling you.
Do you know what we call him? Masters of Destruction.
Cats? Yeah. So are dogs.
Did he get on with rest
Hi,
of them?
Daniel. Hey?
Did he get on with other cat?
Hi, Daniel.
That's up for debate at the moment.
Oh, my daughter's cat. Oh, my God. He ruined the back of her couch. Jennifer, my daughter Jennifer, he ruined her couch. He ruined her desk to the computer. He tore the whole back of it up. She no longer has that cat, by the way, but just ruined her curtains, ruined everything. And you can't have cats declawed anymore because they have to break their toes to do that. So I guess they call
But
that.
you see, with Biscuit going, with Biscuit going in for his operation on Thursday.
Hello, Richard.
Hello, how are we doing?
Are we you, Richard? With Biscuit going in for his operation on Thursday, I says to Chris, ask him if they'll cut his nails while they're there, because we've got clippers, but he just die in theory.
Yeah.
Usually they do. When they go in for surgery, I think that's an automatic that they do clip their nails and they make sure that they have all their immunizations and everything.
But yeah. So yes, I said, when he said to vet on last week, he says, well, she says, well, mention it to him when you come in on Thursday. She says, and they'll do it while he's under anaesthetic. I said, well, that's the only way he's going to let anybody cut his nails.
Yeah.
Do you chip your animals?
They're all chipped, yeah.
Yeah, mine too.
Dogs, it's compulsory. They have to be done. All dogs.
Really? Not here, but I did. I got mine done.
But yeah, I mean, cats, no, but all, Benny and Lucy who passed away, Tucker's chipped, Biscuit's chipped, even Chaser's chipped.
That's the best thing. There's people come around here all the time trying to steal my dogs, and I'll tell you what, because they're so valuable, they're worth a lot of money here, especially the females. And so I got them chipped right away. When I got them both, I got them chipped right away, because if they were to take them to a vet for any reason, they're caught just like that. They're caught.
Yeah.
But that was the
I'm just trying to show Daniel what we've been making.
Oh.
Starbucks Oat Fudge bar. That's
Very
Laura's.
Nom, nom, nom.
You can pick it up now.
That's Tracy's.
I think I'm going to have to send some Tupperware. One box to Leeds and one to Sheffield.
Oh, dear.
I think it's too far to send it. It's too far to
We
send.
are too near Leeds with no Wakefield time, so yeah, it won't take long.
And if you see these spots on my face,
I tell you, Richard,
I don't have chicken pox. My doctor did that to me. My nose and here and here, because I had really bad sunspots, so he froze them. Now they're healing.
Hiya, Weave.
I said, "Can you don't suffer anymore?"
Yeah.
I don't think Laura's heart can take it at Weaves. We were talking about cock socks last week, and we nearly finished her off.
We had some money, which money's worth out of them cock socks. I'll tell you.
Oh dear, but yeah.
Did you tell Richard what my husband said, or what I said my husband almost did?
Yeah.
Yeah,
She
you heard that,
messaged
didn't
me
you?
next day. She says I was telling my husband in a really shittest pants.
Yeah, Daniel, you're right. I have cameras though, and my dogs won't go near anyone. That's the one good thing is they don't leave the yard, and they don't go as far as the curb. And if anyone tries to go near them, then they take off. And I've had several people ask me if I have electric fence for them. Now here is how stupid this is. Do you have an electric fence for your dog? I say, do you see a collar around their necks? No. Well, I guess there's no electric fence there, is there now?
That is the most stupidest thing.
Yeah, I mean, my husband's like, there's some more retards for you. I said, okay. No, they are just, Casper trained them to walk the curb around the perimeter of the house because Casper never liked to get his paws wet. So he would always walk on the curb. When he wouldn't go near the street because he knows the cement's hot. So the other two, when we got them, they followed suit, and now they will not go out of the yard. In fact, I had a male lady that I got all over her case because she's like, your dogs were out in the street coming after me. I said, really? Would you like me to pull out my camera and show you where my dogs were? Because there's a camera right out front.
That's absolutely.
You know, I mean, what is wrong with people?
It's like saying that our mailman saying that Biscuit went after them. It's not just, it just not going to happen.
The mailmen here love my dogs. They go up to them. They won't let them pet them because we get new ones all the time because it's a training route for the mailman. So, but everyone so far, we've only had trouble with one or two. But when the other ones that are trained and they come back, they're, oh, there's Dash, there's Sadie. How are you too? Blah, 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 you know. But people just don't understand. If my dog's loose in the yard, he's not going to go for you. He's going to bark at you, but he's not going to go for you.
Yeah, our Biscuit would lick them to death.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. There's only a couple people that they really like that walk their dogs around here that they stop and their dogs visit with them, and they'll let those people pet them, but they know who can pet them and who can't.
Yeah.
So
exactly.
if they see strangers, they're gone. So
I mean, everybody says get a dog because they like a security system. I know for
yeah, they are. They hear every single sound.
But you see, Biscuit don't even bark.
Oh
so
my!
he's a good security system, isn't it?
Now they know who's pulling up because I mean, when we used to have a dog, when I used to pull up in car, it used to get up and go to the window. But if next door neighbour pulled up in his car, he never batted an eyelid. How the hell did it know difference in sound?
Photo bombing again.
Well, you know, when my husband comes home from work, I swear they know he's
exactly the same with Chris.
Away.
He knows when Chris's car pulls up,
yep.
and he goes straight to the front door.
Yep.
Yeah, it's
I swear they hear our car because my husband's halfway up the street and they're running out and getting into the window. Yeah. They know he's there. They know he's coming home. It's so weird.
No, she's had Dash and Sadie a long time, Daniel.
Yeah, 8 years.
Yeah, it's good how they know though. It amazes me.
It amazes me how they know the exact sound of your car.
I know, and the color. And people say dogs are colorblind. They're not.
How are you and Bubba?
Dogs are not colorblind. I'll have you know. If we say go to mommy's car or go to daddy's car when they're in the driveway, if I say go to daddy's car, they go to daddy's car. If he says now go to mommy's car, they'll go to mommy's car. They know. They just freaking know.
Yeah, when I used to have a sheepdog, I had a sheepdog, and then I had one of them West Island Whites. And when I had the sheepdog, one night about 2 o'clock in the morning, it kept going, growling. I thought, what the bloody hell's up with this dog? And I get up and I looked around the house, nothing. I went back to bed, and a minute or so after, it's there growling again. I thought, what the bloody hell's up with this dog? I got up again, looked around, nothing. There was nobody trying to break in or anything. I went back to bed, and then in the morning I got up, went to work, and my car had been pinched.
So the dog knew somebody were messing.
Oh my God.
Car was only two.
Hi, Raphael, how are you?
Car were only a month old. It's the first time I've ever bought a nearly new car, and I got up in the morning and walked to gone.
Well, that's the thing.
Dog were reminding you, telling you something was happening.
Yeah.
Yeah, the dog knew there was something going on outside, and I was walking around the house thinking, well, there's nobody trying any doors are out. There's nobody here. And I got up in morning.
This is another thing as well. Animals are very
Sensitive.
Hang on a minute.
Me.
We've got a newcomer on the panel.
Hardly.
Hello.
I'm late for dinner, that's all.
But yeah, they're very sensitive are cats and dogs, and they say cats and dogs can see spirits as well.
I wouldn't doubt it.
Oh yeah.
They've got what I'd call a sixth sense.
Yeah.
And they know when this. They're very what's it to spirits. I watch a lot of these paranormal programs, and one of them takes this dog regularly because it's very in tune with spirits. Just a little known fact that I thought you might like to know.
No, I don't think I have any spirits around here.
There's certainly some spirits about that night. That's for sure. The spirits in my car away.
But yeah.
We had some young kids broke into someone's house a block away from here the other day. They got caught, thank God. Thank God everybody has those doorbell cameras. We all do.
Oh yeah, we've got that one of them.
And it's pretty safe here, but I was so shocked. It's just kids, young kids. You know, what the hell?
See, when this were, it was 1992.
These people were in bed. They got up and they found these kids in their house.
But this is the thing. I mean, Chris nearly went out and had a word with. I mean, don't get me wrong. I'm not a Karen. I'm not a killjoy. And there's always kids out playing.
Yeah.
But what they've started doing, and we know whose kids they are, they started coming and walking past our window. And I think they do it to get a reaction from Biscuit. But yeah, they've been waiting a long time for that. And they go to Ivy's next door and they stand there looking in the window. Hi, Wigan Big, how are you? Yeah, I've had it done for quite a while now. But yeah, and Chris says, I don't want to cause World War III, he says, but I find it very disrespectful that they're walking past our window, they're walking and standing at Ivy's window and looking in because I've got nets up, but Ivy hasn't. You know, it's very disrespectful to Ivy. She's not a well woman. You know what I mean? And to have kids stood there gawping, what we call gawping, in a window, to me, and I says, you know, if that had been Callum when he was their age, he'd got a clip round ear roll.
Yeah, but she don't know where off.
We call him Peeping Tom.
Trespassing.
And so does Chris says,
on the path.
The parents, so long as they're out, they couldn't give a shit where they are.
Exactly.
Or what they're doing.
Out all hours now.
We could do what they want outside on footpath, but as soon as they step onto our property.
Same as that's what Partners has just said,
Yeah.
essentially they're trespassing.
If they're going up to window, because I know it's not much, but there's a bit of a grass in front of your houses, isn't there?
Yeah. Well, you see, what they do is they come up our steps. We've got like 2 steps, and they come round here, and we've got like a patio bit. And under the window, there's like paving slabs. But we've got an edge round ours, but there's a space where they can just walk through and stand there and look in Ivy's door. Ooh.
Yeah.
Thursday.
It's it's unusual. It's the second full moon of the month, and it only happens to every 2.5 years, where you have 2 full moons in the same month.
And say if skies are clear, you can actually see Jupiter.
Yeah. It's
Usually-
sort of catching it when there's no clouds or anything in
Usually
sky.
every month you only have 1 full moon, but this month, August, we're having 2
But
full
yeah.
moons. And it happens every 2.5 years. It's the way the Earth's spinning. I don't know, but anyway.
Yeah, that's what Jupiter looks like a bit closer up.
I'd be happy if I
The
could
great
just
red spot.
long enough to see it.
That's full up the whole Earth.
Ooh. Well,
So
that's
good.
good.
Yeah, that spot is bigger than the Earth. The great red spot, as it's known.
Says on a clear night you can see Jupiter, and he's got a picture of Jupiter behind it, and there's like a little yellow spot, and he says that yellow
It's called the
spot
great red spot.
is bigger than Earth.
Wow.
But yeah, I mean, same as I just said, don't get me wrong, we're not Karens or any way, shape, or form, but when, Ivy don't need that sort of thing. She's not a well woman.
Nobody needs that sort of thing,
No.
you know? Children should not be doing that kind of thing. Their parents should be teaching them better.
But this particular lad, I mean, there's this one particular girl with long ginger hair, right?
About 2 or 3 inches.
I'd say she were about 4. And every time when Chris and Callum take Biscuit out, she'll come running up, oh, can I stroke him? Can I stroke him? And the times Chris has said to her, no, because he don't react well to children.
Yeah.
And I don't want him to bite you. And then you go back to your mum and say, oh, their dog's bit me. But they still do it.
Yeah.
And then there's this particular lad, he must be about, I don't know, about 9, 10. And that's him that keeps walking past here. And I've said to Chris this afternoon, I said, he's just walked past again. The amount of times that I've seen him walk past.
I'm going to walk up to their garden, walk down the garden path and just walk up and down outside there.
Yeah.
One of them comes out and say, what do you think you're doing? That's exactly what your kids do when they...
But yeah, that's exactly what Chris said. He says, parents let them out. They don't give a shit what they're doing.
No.
Out from underneath their feet.
As long as they're out of their hair. Our kids were in when the street lights went on, they were in or they were grounded. So they knew to be in. Nowadays, kids are out just running all over the place causing havoc.
I'll make you a moderator for now, Wagon Big, so we can share. So I've made you a moderator. If you want to share it in, put link in by all means. I don't sleep any time, Joel. Never mind. Wagon Big's put a picture in, baby. I think he's captured.
Hey?
Probably. Is it moon or whatever?
I think I can see moon from here. So yeah, I can see moon from here.
Nice.
What is it?
Lighthouse. Sunset.
Oh, it's a lighthouse.
Very nice.
You see, Chris likes to go to Flamborough. That is a nice lighthouse, and it's on edge of a cliff. And yeah,
Drone shot.
Yeah,
nice.
I did a video at Flamborough.
yeah. Well, you see, last time when we went to Filey, we went to Flamborough. That was one of the first places we went to, but it were a dead windy day. Chris did manage to get drone up, but it weren't too clever because it was very, very windy.
And our restrictions are on lighthouse.
See, Wagon Big's from America, and he's part of the drone community. You see, lighthouse. Start weave as well. But yeah, they and we went to what were it when we went to Ian's, New Brighton. You heard of New Brighton? It's near
Wirral.
Yeah.
Birkenhead.
So that's a nice lighthouse as well.
You used to be a tower there. I'm reading I'm watching a video about it.
Hey, the thing is, I've become chef. I've become Yorkshire. That's what we were talking about some other day, and I says to Callum, I says, "It'd be right." Callum says, "That's Yorkshire, that is." I says, "Well, I've been married to your dad for 20 years." I says, "Some of it must have rubbed off on me." But you know, and Easy takes PR on me when I say arse.
Ass.
Arse. Saying it sounds like arse.
I would ask.
You talk as if you're in London there, because that's what they say. Arse for house.
He's in a penthouse. We can make.
That's exactly where I am.
And how sweet.
Yeah, he's on top floor. He's in penthouse suite.
Yeah, I'd call it just a loft.
You call it what you want.
Yeah,
it's advertised as a penthouse, but I just call it loft. A big loft, a very big loft.
Asses.
but yeah, it's as I always say, it's just the way I talk. You know what I mean? I can't help it the way I talk. It's such a mix of Yorkshire and Nottinghamshire. That's, you know, what I you know, put it down to. But anybody that knows me knows what I'm talking about. I don't need any translators. Well, that's going back to some partners.
Okay.
But, you know, obviously.
Well, Crypto put in chat, why do you howl at the moon, Joel? And I put a French werewolf in Paris.
Joel says,
Well, you've got a reference, Jeanette.
You look back at that film, that American Werewolf, and now you think, my God. But
I know, at the time, it was a serious movie you'd never seen, you know what I mean?
They were brilliant, that way. You know what I mean?
You know what I mean? You got everybody frightened because, you know, if you got bit by a werewolf, you got fears of, hi, Tommy, that you're going to turn into a werewolf.
It reminded me of that when I went to Scotland for that week and they were all there in that pub. I think it was called the Slaughtered Lamb or something like that. They're all having a laugh. And I thought, my God, this is just what it's like. And they were telling the joke. Remember the Alamo and they threw the Mexican out and all this business.
They scared the living bejesus out of Richard because they only stopped one night.
I was thinking about that film when I was in Scotland.
They thought they were going to get, you know, an axe murderer do away with him at night.
Look at that.
Oh dear. But it as daft as it seems, the full moon does affect some people. As daft as it seems.
Good girl.
Oh, going on to a different subject. We just finished this tea, right? And this thing come on news, and it's in Australia. Oh my God. I don't know whether anybody's seen it or not. An 8-inch worm they pulled out this woman's brain.
Wow.
Yeah, it were a roundworm.
Yeah, sure.
I'm glad I just had my tea, put it that way.
Yeah, she lost her memory, hadn't she, or something?
Yeah, because she says, like, for quite a while, she'd been finding it hard to balance, and she was losing her balance, and the mood swings, and doctor prescribed antidepressants, everything. And the neurosurgeon sent her for this CT scan and saw an anomaly on the right frontal lobe of her brain. Now, they didn't know what this anomaly was. So the neurosurgeon went in to operate it, and she says, the look on everybody's face when she pulled it, it were 8-inch long. I'm thinking, oh my God.
That's nothing. Some of them tapeworms can be even longer, can't they?
Yeah,
But this were in the brain.
Yeah.
Bloody brain, Jesus Christ.
Oh, it's got in
And
there.
it says, basically, it were in a right frontal lobe, which affects your moods and your emotions and everything like that.
Wow.
Yeah. And I'm glad we just had a tea, because even neurosurgeon, she says when she pulled it out, they put it in one of these like screw lid things and went, take it away. And so it even shocked the neurosurgeon.
But it's still alive, or it's dead when it was in there.
And it says, right, that in human beings, it's only found, it's something to do with the feces of a python of some sort or other. So they don't know how the heck that got in the brain, because it's something to do with feces of pythons.
Was it still alive, or was it dead in her head?
No, it was still wriggling about, she says, for hours after putting it in this thing.
Ugh. That's disgusting.
That's not good, having a worm moving around in your head.
I know.
Ew.
And I'm sort of sat there and I'm going,
Yeah, really.
can you imagine the surprise of the neurosurgeon
Oh my
opening
word.
some, what do you want? Say? Ow. I know. It's under the table. Jesus, under the table. He thinks it's a plaything.
You'll be getting your toes.
Or it is, I've got, you know where I've got like a cover thing. It's underneath the table, and he can see my leg or my feet moving under the table. But yeah, can you imagine? You know, you're going in for a summit, and then they turn around and say that they removed an 8-inch roundworm from your brain.
Oh my God.
How? Somebody's attacking me from under the table.
I wonder who that could be.
Some little shit.
What about the kitty?
Sleep.
Oh, bless him. At least he's calmed down a bit.
Over there. We'll come to
He's got Monk on partners, because Johnny's cleaned his ears out today.
Oh,
So he's owning all night. But yeah. It's one of these things you couldn't make it up. You couldn't make it up. And
now I'm gonna have nightmares.
Yeah. Can you imagine Nero? You know, she thought she was going in to like an aneurysm or a tumor or something, and it's a worm embedded in the brain.
God. I never heard of such a thing.
But this says, basically, you'd think once they removed it that everything would go back to normal, but they says she might never go back to normal because they don't know how long it's been there. So she might not, you know, she might not get back to normal because it's probably done some damage in her brain.
Jesus.
Like a big says, it looks like Dunkin' Donuts, my background. It's I like to use a background that I've used on my thumbnail. Now, yeah. So,
wow,
you know,
crazy.
if I'm making like something with strawberries, I have like a strawberry background or raspberries or things like that. I like to, you know, mix it up a little bit. So, yeah, it is. Yeah, it's Bria. She says it's like some kind of a horror movie. It is.
I just couldn't imagine. Oh,
No,
wow.
Can you imagine it being in the UK? Did you know? Oh, it's nothing. Just, you know, Is he sneezing now?
Sneezing.
It took them over 3 years to figure out what was wrong with my legs.
But
3
yeah,
years.
it's unimaginable, isn't it? But it's very, very true.
I mean, you have to
Very,
keep going
very
to
true.
different doctors until you find the right one. That's
Yeah,
really
so it makes you feel lucky. How lucky we are. Yeah, we've got, aches and pains and whatever. But imagine a worm in your brain. They don't know how she's got it. They don't know whether somebody's handled a snake and it's cross-contaminated something. I don't know. That's the thing that they can't work out.
Yeah. Wow, that's really something else.
So
Correct, Fudge and Big. Running out of toilet paper, that's a horror film. Bloody hell. Is it?
oh dear.
Or if you're in the shower and your gas goes off, I've been there and all.
And that were only recent and all, Richard, weren't it? When you moved in there.
Someone follow me.
I put a bomb up there at Scottish Power after that happened. I'll tell you.
Have they still reimbursed you, Richard?
Yeah, no, they reimbursed me and everything.
That's
and now
good.
I've got a smart meter that's actually smart.
Oh, yeah, they fixed it then.
Yeah, they fixed it. Yeah, I can just put stuff on directly off my phone and it comes up on screen that's in front of me now.
All right, they were a problem. They got a smart meter for his gas.
That weren't bloody
For
smart.
weeks, it was saying £26. It weren't using any credit on his meter. So yeah.
It's
As
a nightmare.
As long as they don't send you a big bill, Richard,
No, they won't send me anything because I've been on phone to them only the other day. I said, look, just put me on a normal meter with
I hope you
direct
got it in
debit.
writing that they wouldn't charge you for all that gas you would get for free.
But it was stuck. The meter was stuck at £26.77 for many a while, But
they admitted it was their fault.
Oh, yeah, they said the meters stopped communicating or something. But anyway, it's working now. But I just wanted it. I wanted to get rid of it and just pay on direct debit like I do with my electric.
Yeah.
They said, "Oh no, your meter's got to be faulty for 90 days before we can do that." I thought, "What? What's going to do it?" It's just bullshit.
But it's like this. You're the customer. If you request you want to pay by direct debit, then you should be able to pay by direct debit.
We once asked about that, about paying something to do with direct debit, and they said that you had to get into debt first before they do it like that.
It's a lot of rubbish. It's absolutely pathetic. I've been paying my electric by direct debit now for over 12 months since I moved in here on August 4th last year. So I've been paying my electric by direct debit. It's the same company, Scottish Power. Why can't they just put my gas on direct debit? But
it's ridiculous.
It's ridiculous. You ring them up and it's painful. It is. You get put in a queue, they play music half an hour, and then they do this callback thing, and then you speak to somebody, you give them all your details and all that crap, and then they transfer you. You've got to go through it all again. Give them all your details.
We've been there, done that, Richard. Got T-shirt.
It's painful.
Yeah. And they pass on to somebody else.
Oh, it's painful. And you're paying for a phone call while all this is going on.
Well, unless it's an 0800 number.
Unbelievable. And you just get fed up.
Phone call?
I'm sure they do it deliberately so you get fed up and hang up on them. I think
that's half the time. I think that's what they do, Richard. I think they do it.
I wanted it on direct debit. I don't want this crap weird to put, I mean, now it's actually, to be fair, it's not that bad now. I can just do it off my phone.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But
that's good thing about a smart meter. You don't have to go out and get any credit. You can just go on app for how much you want to pay, and that's it. It goes straight onto your meter. But that's not the point. If you already paying your electric direct debit, then why the hell can't you pay your gas?
I'm £272 in front with my electric. They owe me £272. That's how far I'm in front with my electric. They charge me £51 a month electric direct debit, and I only use 30. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but this is the thing, ain't you noticed, Richard? You get into debt and they still take it off you. But when they owe you, you've got to jump through hoops and bend over backwards and everything.
Yeah.
Unbelievable. It's terrible service. And I told the woman when I spoke to her on phone, I said, this is just ridiculous, is this?
You can't get good service anywhere anymore.
Don't know.
It's just ridiculous.
Probably hiding somewhere. It's probably gone under the table. Anyway, guys, it's 11:15. I'm going to get off. I shall see you all on Saturday evening. So yeah, I mean, I'm not quite ready to come back, to 4 a week yet. So
you take all the time you need. You don't have to rush.
That's it. I felt a lot better since I've only been doing the baking and one on a Saturday evening. I felt a lot.
Don't stop the baking. I need it.
Nothing any danger of that.
Or his husband's threatening to divorce her if she don't bake on it. So thank you for coming in, and I'll see you on the next one, which will be Saturday. Thanks for popping in, guys. Bye.
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 This mass is absolutely hap. That time outro plays, it's halfway through it. I don't know whether it plays full thing or not.
Yeah, it did.
Oh, thank God for small.
Actually, the wrong one, wasn't it, for baking? You've done baking one.
That one's universal.
Yeah.